In this video, we're going to take a look at the brand new Ultimate Invisible Man figure from NECA.
We'll begin with a reign of terror. A few murders here and there.
Welcome back to the Swearwolves YouTube channel. I'm Brett. If you're a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you for coming back. And if you're new to the channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please consider clicking both the subscribe button as well as that notification bell below. We upload videos on a regular basis, podcast episodes every Monday, as well as the not as consistent review videos in which we cover horror soundtracks, video games, collectibles, you name it. And today we are talking about this brand new Ultimate Invisible Man figure from NECA. I got this just this weekend. I was out and about at a local toy store, vintage toy store, and well, they have brand new figures as well. And I saw it, had to pick it up. Brand new figure from NECA. Cover of this box looks awesome. It's like an old movie poster. It says Carl Laemmle? I think it's Laemmle. Carl Laemmle presents H.G. Wells' fantastic sensation, The Invisible Man, with Gloria Stewart, Claude Rains, William Harrington, Dudley Diggs, Una O'Connor, Henry Travers, Forrester Harvey, and then it says, down at the bottom, screenplay by R.C. Sharif, directed by James Whale, director of Frankenstein, and produced by Carl Laemmle Jr. It's got kind of this matte finish on this box right here, and then the Invisible Man up here, and the words The Invisible Man are shiny. You can kind of see it in the light there. Very cool feel to the matte finish. I really like that. That'd be great for display. If you're an inbox collector, this box looks awesome. On the side of the box, we got a picture of the figure in one of its various poses. It says The Invisible Man, and then it says Universal Monsters. On the back, it says The Invisible Man, and then various different poses of the figure with the different heads or no head whatsoever. I mean, he is an invisible man after all. At the bottom, it says includes notebook, nose, wig, goggles, invisibility serum, bottle, interchangeable heads and hands. Other side of the box, we have a different pose of the figure with a different head, the Invisible Man. And then as with all NECA figures, it has a flap on the front that opens up with a display window so you can see the figure right there. On the left-hand side here, we have a picture of the figure fully posed. So, why don't we go ahead and open this figure up, take a look at it, give it its proper review. All right, I got the figure open. Before we get to the figure itself, let's go ahead and talk about the accessories that we got. We did get quite a few accessories with this figure, so I'll try to go through it as quickly as possible, starting with these hands. Now, it looks like we got a couple of gloved hands. Here's a left one and a right gloved hand. This one is more in the shape of like holding something. And this is an open hand, but you can see the detail on these hands right there, and the gloves. Looks really good. Some really fine detail in these leather, brownish leather gloves. There's the inside, bottom side of the hands right there. So those are really good. Put those aside. We also got these gloved hands. Now we got two right ones. We'll look at those first. And again, this one is like holding something, and this one is maybe holding something else. But these have more of like a brownish, like a light tan, or a light brown tannish color to them. Also like leather gloves. You can see it's got the folds in them, so you know that it's like a fabric of some sorts. There's the bottom side to that. And then we got an alternate left hand of the same color. Then we got a bag of noses, which sounds really weird. We got a nose, a false nose right here that you can see, but also a bag of extra noses that was attached to the back. I just kept it in cellophane, but it was attached to the back of the figure. I mean, it's just a nose. I don't know how to even hold this so you can see it properly. It just looks like a fake nose, like a Groucho Marx glasses nose or something. See, I already dropped it. Next, we got the invisibility serum. Now this is just a beaker with some liquid in it and a stir stick. We got a wig here. Now it just looks like almost looks like a Beatles wig, but it's just folded and laid down. You can't open it up. It's not an actual wig per se. It almost looks like, yeah, it looks like the Sonny Bono wig from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Chop Top figure, which I just so happen to have right next to me. Here's Chop Top's Sonny Bono wig, and here's the wig for the Invisible Man.
Oh, Leatherface, you bitch! Look what you did to my Sonny Bono wig, dude! Oh, God damn, I can't believe it!
Now, this looks like it should just be laid on a desk, which leads me to believe that we'll probably get an accessory set like we did with Frankenstein's monster and the Mummy. We'll probably get an accessory set for the Invisible Man. Next, we got a pair of goggles. He has a pair of goggles on in that, but these are just a loose pair of goggles. And finally, as far as accessory goes, we have a notebook. Now, this notebook doesn't close. It just stays open, and it's just got some formulas written there. This is the formula for invisibility, so if you want to screenshot this and make it, by all means, go drive yourself insane. If you've never seen the movie The Invisible Man, I highly recommend it. It's a great classic horror movie from the 1930s, I believe. It's actually quite funny. Una O'Connor is hilarious in the movie. We did get a couple alternate head sculpts. The first one has a bandaged head. As you can see, there's no nose. He's invisible. He's got his wig on, and you can see it through the bandages. And you can see the empty eye sockets and nose and mouth. There's the back side right there. So that looks good. And then here's an alternate one. And this one has him kind of with the bandages off. So this is the neck, and you would stick that in. And this has him with the bandages off like halfway. You can't see his face, of course, underneath that. He's got his fake nose on. This is what the nose looks like. So as far as accessories go, that's what we got. Now let's get on to the figure. Before we get to the details of the figure, let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. The head moves left, right, up, down, and side to side on a ball joint. We have movement at the shoulder, moves out, and then back and forth. We have one joint at the elbow, which bends. And then the wrist can fold in, bend out, and turn around. He can swivel at the hips fully. He's not being restricted by this lab coat or sport coat that he's wearing. He has movement at his hips, which moves out and in and forward and back. A little tight right there, you can hear. And then the knee joint bends, and you can bend the calf right there. And then the foot, of course, bends up and down. Details on this, I mean, this looks really good. This is, when I picture the Invisible Man, this is the image that I picture. The bandages and the goggles and everything, it just looks really good. He's wearing a simple sport coat with a, it's kind of bluish grayish color. And then he's got a light blue tie and a white kerchief right there. Back side of this, you can see what I'm talking about, the bluish grayish that comes out in the highlights. The bottom of the pants. Overall, the detail is really good. I mean, there's not much to it as far as the clothes go. What comes the most detail is in the head sculpt. And you can see the bandages, the sculpt of the bandages is really good. It looks like there's actually bandages wrapped around, and you got those little tufts of wig coming through. Why put on a wig and then put on the bandages? That's what I want to know. Just put the bandages on, dude. These goggles, of course, can't be removed, and the nose is fixed there as well. I think overall, I really like this figure. I don't know, I'll probably just keep him like this for posing's sake. Maybe I'll put different hands on him. I'm torn between putting this head on him. Why don't I go ahead and put this head on him so we can see what it looks like, and then we'll be back with my final thoughts on the Invisible Man figure. All right, I have the figure posed, how I'll display him, and you know, all I did was, I'll pick him up a little bit. All I did was put that alternate head on. You can see how that looks. Gives that Invisible Man quality. I put the goggles on this head sculpt so it wouldn't be those see-through eyes. I thought that looked kind of good. And then I have him holding the potion, and he has his notebook with the formula down below, which I think just looks really good. I mean, it'll look really good displayed. I'm assuming they'll come out with a black and white version of this same figure, at which time I can pose them a different way and have the two side by side, kind of like with the Wolfman figures, which I did review, and I reviewed them right there. So you can watch those. Overall, I give the Ultimate Invisible Man by NECA. I mean, this is 5 out of 5 Pamela Voorhees heads. This figure is awesome. I love the Universal line that they're coming out with, and I can't wait to get more of them. There's also the Dracula one, which I did get, and I will be reviewing here shortly. And the upcoming Bride of Frankenstein. We got Phantom of the Opera. There's a whole line of them that they're doing, and I think these are really great figures, and they're really doing them justice. So, like I said, 5 out of 5 Pamela Voorhees heads for me. If you have any thoughts on this figure or anything really, please leave a comment down below. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you feel so inclined, please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. We are the Swearwolves, and we do a weekly show in which we review horror movies. So you can watch it here on our YouTube channel every Monday, or find it wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts by searching for the Swearwolves. You can also visit our website at theswearwolves.com. So for the Swearwolves, I'm Brett.